What is up, everybody, and welcome to another fun episode of the Unrelated Sports Podcast. I'm Andy McConnell. He is Cody Allstat. Cody, how we doing?
I'm doing great. I just got done golfing. I mean, how bad can I be doing? Well, my game is terrible, but I had fun golfing.
Where'd you golf at?
Austin.
How'd you golf?
We were playing basketball, but I threw some darts with my wedges today. I actually hit a few good drives. So, and my iron, I was actually playing pretty decent. My putter was probably my weakest.
So you're
But
like Rory out there, so good. So that's not too bad then.
yeah, exactly. A little less money.
Yeah, probably a little less power on the drive, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I don't hit it 300 plus often.
Hey,
I have hit it 300, but it's really rare.
okay. Hey, we will get you there. I have no
I,
hope for there.
I'm
We will get
I'm
you there.
training for the senior tour, so you're gonna be my caddy.
Exactly. I just want to high five you after every putt, whether you make it or miss it. I just want to high five
Yep,
you.
it's fine. It'll be a good look on us just high fiving because we do have a pretty crisp high five, 95% of the time.
Yeah, I think that's a good percentage. I think. Yeah, we're pretty solid. So how was your weekend aside from golf? How was your weekend?
Let's see. It was a pretty good weekend. Don't really. Oh, we went. My daughter stayed at her cousin's house, so we had to go pick her up. But had a nice little fun day with my son, and then went and picked up Abby from my brother's, and we spent some time there. Played with my nieces and nephew, and had a good Sunday.
Nice.
Yeah, how was yours?
Honestly, weekend was pretty good. Pretty good. Did some golfing on Sunday morning.
Nice,
I shot a 50, which for me is good, and I only lost one ball.
nice.
But
I
I
only
but I
lost
found
one
another.
ball today,
Oh, nice. But
and
I
that was in
found
the
another
creek.
one. Ooh. Yeah, so was mine was in the pond on 9 in Crossco. But I did find another ball though, so a net of 0.
Yeah, I found one today too. Actually, I just stole it out of the guy's cart, but
It counts. It counts. It
it's
counts the same.
still a found ball. Well, I actually had found a different one and put it in his cart, and then I just
Okay.
took the Pro V.
Oh, see, so you took the better ball anyway, so it
Yeah.
worked out good. So so that was fun on Sunday. IndyCar was at Iowa Speedway for their annual doubleheader.
Oh, that's right.
The last 3 years. Racing was not good because they killed that track for the IndyCars with the new pavement that they put down. So it was basically a single file train. It was bad.
I did see a pretty big wreck.
Oh yeah, by good old, and this is actually his name, Stingray Rob. Yes, that's actually the guy's name. Good old Stingray. The wreck apparently registered 109 G's.
Holy.
Yeah, I think I read that he said he actually did get knocked out very briefly.
Though it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, but yeah, I think he's all fine now though.
That's insane.
If anybody wants to, yeah, I highly recommend looking at the wreck because last lap of the race and
it was intense.
yeah, Alex Rossi somehow ran out of fuel because his crew once again underestimated how much fuel they put in the car, and then as soon as he runs out, he's quickly trying to move out of the way. Right as Stingray Rob comes in and just clips him on the tire, and it basically uses him as a ramp.
Yeah, he got some air, and it was a wild wreck. That's for sure.
Yeah, that was wild. NASCAR at Iowa Speedway, or not at Iowa Speedway. NASCAR was at Pocono this past weekend, where my guy Ryan Blaney won. Got a second win of the year, which is awesome. And then other than that, let's see what. Oh yeah, the new college football video game came out.
Oh, did that come out?
Yeah.
For some people,
you're almost there. Don't worry.
Yeah.
And by the way, it is as wonderful and glorious as it's looked during
I can't wait.
all the previews we've seen. Yes. Well, we'll touch more. We'll touch more on the video game later. Don't you worry.
Can't wait. I can't wait to play it. Can't wait to talk about it. It's just gonna be good fun. Good fun.
It is very good fun. And other than that, yeah, I think that was about it for my weekend. Oh, and I started watching The Receiver on Netflix.
Oh,
highly recommend it.
I've heard good things.
Also, it makes everybody love George Kittle more than they already do. He's awesome.
He's a fun guy.
And Cody, where's he from?
Iowa.
Thank you.
Tight end you.
Tight end you indeed. You know who else is from Iowa?
Caitlin Clark?
Oh yeah. Hey, you know what? Let's just talk about her. Or her.
Oh, okay.
I think we do it from time to time here.
Yeah, you mean as the number one women's sports podcast.
Yes, sir. So Caitlin's Fever had a very big win on Sunday, winning in Minnesota against the Minnesota Lynx.
Yeah, I believe they're third in their conference as of right now. Last I looked,
they might be. I'm gonna look at.
I think they'd be like the 7th team overall, ranking wise, but I believe in their conference they are third.
You'd be correct.
Yeah. See, I know stuff.
Like, they're 8 games behind UConn.
Yeah.
UConn behind Connecticut, and then 10 behind New York.
But yeah, it's by a large margin. But for a team that has almost, how many wins they have right now? 11?
11. They're 11-14. They're 3 games under 500.
They have one less win than they did all of last season, I believe.
I think that's kind of good.
With 17, they're about halfway through their season-ish.
Yeah, I don't know how many games they play exactly, but I know their last game before their 3-week Olympic break, 3-4-week Olympic break is Wednesday night.
Okay. Again. Yeah, so they're doing pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, Caitlin, again, she's kind of good. And the fact that I think she basically made the game in Minnesota, in away game for Minnesota.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's not bad. Not bad at all.
We were talking about at golf today just about how much tickets to see her play are right now. Like even like you can get some decent priced seats, but they're not close. Like you're talking like your bad seats are reasonable. The good seats though, you're paying an arm and a leg.
And that's just completely different than what the WNBA has had for the last few years. It's basically, if you wanted good seats, you didn't have to pay that much. It's just how it was. But now
it'd be like buying them for the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, or the Miami Marlins. You can pick whatever one you want, because both of them, they're basically giving away tickets for people to go. Oh, and then Angel Reese, her double-double streak snapped.
Yeah, she tried to get that garbage time last points, but
yeah, the New York Liberty said no because they had
nice. They put
on it. Yeah. So that was actually pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie.
I did like it. I mean, I've gained some respect for her, but I don't like garbage time stats.
No, that's stat padding up the wazoo, and it's not good.
Yeah, like to get upset that you couldn't pad the stats is ridiculous. Like they were losing by like 20.
Yeah, something like that.
17-ish.
Yeah, and there's 11 seconds left in the game. Normally, teams just either somebody will chuck up a 3 from the bench, or they'll just let the clock wind down. And nope, they were trying to continue the streak.
Yeah.
Which I can understand if it's like to break a WNBA record or like a major record, but this is just to keep a streak going, and it's like, no, just take the L and move on.
Yeah, it is what it is. Just it's over now, and it was impressive. I think 16 games.
Yeah,
double,
something like that. You know what was not impressive, Cody? I think it's our pest of the week this week.
Yeah, the fans at the Copa America in Hard Rock Stadium in Miami this weekend are this week's pests of the week, brought to you by Decora Pest Control, where Cass will spray for insects. He treats for mice and rats. He offers monthly and quarterly services. He inspects for wood-eating insects, and I know that there's a lot of bugs around right now from all of the moisture we've had. definitely give Cass a call at 563-419-3251. Tell him the boys sent you.
Yeah, for the
Or,
boys.
yeah, unrelated sports podcast. But Copa America was in Miami, and the finals were, at least. And Argentina, right,
Yep.
prevailed
Yep.
without Messi.
Yeah. Oh,
He played for most of the game, but he might be out for a little while. His ankle was swollen.
it looked like a tree trunk. Like it was
Yeah,
insane.
there was no hiding it. That's for sure. He didn't have his shoe on because, well, it wouldn't fit.
No.
Uh,
Bad.
but Argentina did come out and score a pretty quick goal after he was out to take the 1-0 win over.
I think it was Uruguay.
Yes, I believe so. To win their second straight Copa America, which I think it's their 16th overall.
Good for them. I mean, Messi needs more trophies than anything.
Yeah.
Everything anyway. So
His case was getting a little empty.
oh, sorry, it was Colombia, not Uruguay. They played Colombia.
Okay. They played Uruguay earlier then, didn't they?
Yeah, I think they did. But yeah, so Cody, explain why these wonderful fans are the pests of the week.
They destroyed Hard Rock Stadium, which is where my beloved Dolphins play. I know, like, there was an escalator that I saw some pictures of that was just completely destroyed. They're tearing out turf. It was just awful.
Weren't like people climbing through vents to get in?
Yes, they didn't have enough tickets, or and there was air vents and so people climbing through and jumping gates and pretty unruly.
That's what I was wondering. Like, do they like sell tickets to this event, or is it just more of a first come and?
That is a good question. I don't know the answer.
Because oh my gosh, that was just mass chaos. Especially that, I mean, you see the escalator photo and it's like,
yeah,
oh
wow. So
is Stephen Ross gonna have to pay for all that, or who's gonna have to pay for
I
that?
think he's gonna be okay. I know that he is retiring from his business in New York. Or at least stepping away from it and going to focus more on the Dolphins and his F1 track.
Oh, nice.
Somehow. So he's worth $10 billion. I think he's going to be okay retiring.
Yeah, I think he'll be all right.
So,
I just wonder, like, what would cause or go through somebody's mind to, like, hey, let's just destroy everything.
Right? That doesn't make any sense.
No, and now this is starting to get people freaked out about because the World Cup is supposed to be here soon in a few years,
yeah.
And they're thinking, oh, there's no way that we're gonna be able to.
We can host this.
It's like we'll be all right. They'll get stuff under control.
I mean, billionaires own these things; they're going to be able to fix them up, and
yeah, because I don't really.
They'll probably have a little bit more security too, especially after this.
Ooh. Especially with some other stuff that went on in the United States of late. But
yeah, even in Milwaukee, like yesterday, I think I read that the Republican National Convention or whatever, where there was somebody shot outside of it.
Oh my gosh, what the heck's wrong with people?
Insane.
It's very insane. But yeah, I mean, billionaires. They don't get me wrong. They have all the money in the world, but there's a reason they're billionaires.
They don't spend it.
No, they do not spend it all. But now, Cody, you were just telling me there were some people with rich pockets that did just spend some money on another soccer team, maybe.
Yeah. So, Rob McElhenney and Ryan Reynolds, owners of Wrexham. Also just recently bought a minority part of a league or a team in a Mexican league. I know, like, let's see. They joined Eva Longoria to invest in It's called Club Necaxa. I don't know. It says it's a century-old Mexican soccer club. So they're putting some money into Mexico now.
Dang.
I don't know if that's...
Well, at least if anything, it shows that they do like really love the sport of soccer. At least
yes. And there's already talk. I don't think there's anything like concrete of there being a docu-series about this club too.
Oh boy.
So that'd be fun.
That's.
They get Danny Rojas.
Ooh, Judge Ted Lasso. I love me some Danny Rojas.
He was one of your top 5 characters of all time, I believe.
He was. He's just fun loving. I mean, and
It's
football
a good show.
is life.
Cody,
you know what also is life, at least in our worlds? Golf.
Golf is life.
Golf is life. And this week, they're across the pond at Royal Troon. I think it's in Scotland. I don't know where Royal Troon's at, but
I believe so.
The 152nd Open Championship, also known as the British Open, also known as the Open. They call it whatever.
Yeah, it's like the 4th and final major of the year.
Yes.
This is most of your great players call the year a waste if they don't win a major that year, which guy, I don't know. I think Rory has missed about 10, 11, 12 seasons of waste.
Yeah, especially when he should have won the Open 2 years ago at St. Andrews before Cam Smith just went on a freaking mission.
Or maybe about a month ago.
Well, that too.
Could have won that too.
You mean like a couple 3-footers that he might have missed?
Which I will say, 3-footers aren't always gimmies. I missed 1 or 2 of those tonight.
Especially at the U.S. Open too. I mean, in general, where a 3-footer for there, you're basically having to play like 15 feet of break, and
it's insane how much break there is on some of those.
It's nasty. Cody, I will say one guy who I do not think will win the Open is probably going to be Robert McIntyre, the dude from Scotland who just won the Scottish Open. Because I'm pretty sure he's still going to be hung over by the time he tees off on Thursday.
He had a little fun.
Oh, I think so. Oh no, I think he was supposed to have a press conference. I think yesterday or today for the Open, and it got pushed back to Wednesday.
That's funny.
Those guys overseas like to have fun. They like
that. They do.
So who do you like?
Well, of course, I'm going to go with... I'm wearing orange right now. I mean, who do you think I'm picking?
I'll get back to you on that. I don't know.
Yeah. 100% picking Ricky Fowler once again. Other people, I think Morikawa is playing really well. He's definitely in contention. Joy Kim or
Tom Kim.
Why Joy?
Two very popular picks this week.
I think is another one. Obviously, Scotty's going to be in the contention and everything. I don't think Bryson will. I think he'll do well, but I don't think he'll do top 5.
No, well, and with the Open, you can't overpower the course like you can at a U.S. Open or a PGA Championship or whatever.
Right. It's
links style golf where the ball just rolls forever and ever and ever. And you can't be inaccurate with your driver because if not, you're losing about 2 shots a hole.
That's why I am not. It wouldn't shock me, but I'm not going to be picking Jordan Spieth or JT on either of those. Because now, do I think one of them is going to be play way better than they should? Probably. At least one of them. I'm hoping it's Spieth because I don't like Alabama.
Wait, you're telling me you're not a Roll Tide guy?
Never.
Okay, good to know.
Other than Tua Tagovailoa and Jalen Waddle.
Wait, so I should cancel that Alabama hat I got coming your way?
You should probably cancel that, yes.
Okay, well, it's probably a little too late for that, but okay.
Um, let's see. Who else have I been thinking about?
So I guess who's your actual pick then?
I
Aside from Ricky. Aside from Ricky.
Aside from Ricky, I am gonna go with I'm gonna go with Tom Kim,
Ooh. I love Tom Kim. He's a good dude.
which is a very weird pick for me because he's not American, and I don't pick non-Americans very often.
He's not, but he behaves like an
I know,
American. I mean, in all
and,
honesty. He's
and
like Rory. He's an adopted American.
I do think Rory will do well.
My heart says Rory this week because I think he's either going to fully implode or he's going to win by like 6 shots. That's what my heart says.
I do hope to see that. You just feel bad for the guy, especially when he has been the billboard of golf for 15 years now. Like,
yep.
If it's not Tiger, it's him. Like, he's the first person you think of. He's the second person you think of. He's battle tested. He's been so close.
I know. However, so I another name I want to throw out there. This is not my pick. Is Ludwig Oberg, the kind of phenom from Sweden. Mm-hmm. I think once he learns to close the deal, especially in a major, it's just going to open the floodgates. However, though, we're going with Tommy Fleetwood, golf.
Oh, that's a good pick.
That's where we're rolling.
You know, I'm
a big Tommy fan here. But
another person we haven't really talked about is Brooks Koepka.
Yeah, no, I don't have good vibes on Brooks at all. Hey, by the way, too, I saw yesterday that it could actually be Dustin Johnson's last Open Championship because his that he's eligible.
Oh, yeah, automatic qualifying.
Yeah, because from his Masters win in 2020, this is his last year being exempt into the Open.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's the thing you're gonna have to pay attention to is some of these guys. It's gonna be harder and harder until they get it all figured out. For a lot of the live guys to get into the majors,
unless if they're like past champions, like Rahm, Sergio, and DJ for Augusta, or like Brooks from the PGA Championship. But
right,
or Cam Smith, I guess, from the Open. But yeah, I will say of any of the live guys, Cam Smith is maybe the one I like the most this week.
Okay.
Just because of his past history at the Open, that's my only reason for that. But other than that, I don't think any of the live guys win this week.
I'm okay with that.
I am too. Live and let die.
Other than
really bad.
Shockingly, DeChambeau, I've turned around on him. Like it's.
I know.
The dude loves, like, he humbled himself, and it's like people can change.
Well, did Rocky once say, "If I can change, you can change. Everyone can change," or something like that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you didn't think I'd be getting that deep today, did you?
I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't. That's the times they are changing. Let's see.
The MLB, I don't know how many people actually watched, but the MLB All-Star Game was tonight. Still probably the best of all the 4 All-Star games because people actually try in this one.
Yeah.
Probably the coolest match, probably the coolest matchup was getting to see Paul Skeens, the rookie phenom for the Pittsburgh Pirates, against Aaron Judge, the 6'8", 6'9" monster for the New York Yankees, who's probably going to be the AL MVP. But Skeens was able to get him to pop out on one pitch. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Did you happen to? What was last night for it? Was it the home run derby or?
Yes.
Did you happen to catch the worst version of the national anthem?
I'm glad I did not. I think I was listening to a podcast when that was going because I had the derby on mute. I heard it was bad.
It was terrible, and I have seen Ingrid Anders.
Yeah, something like that.
She opened for Keith Urban when I last saw him, and she was fantastic. National anthem last night, not so good.
Yeah, I think she came out with
Sh-
a comment that said that she was drunk,
yeah,
and that
probably not the best move.
and that she's trying to get help. I think, which I mean, that part's good, but yeah, coming out for a big televised event like that, and
Yeah, that was not a good look. And I will say, like, she is a very good performer. I've seen her live, and she was fantastic. But
well, and I think I can't remember what other events, but I think I've actually heard her do the anthem at other events, and I think it's been good. So,
and I think part of it was like she started off key, and I think she just couldn't get back on it, and like the nerves took over.
yeah, the nerves or maybe the feeling just kind of went away and just said, "Screw this," and
Yeah,
whatever.
it was awful. If you get a chance, look it up. It's tough. It's tough to watch.
Okay. Um, let's see. Any other sports you want to touch on?
Well, I do know that right now, in South Dakota, is Fargo in South Dakota.
Yes, sir. No,
There is
no. Sorry.
North Dakota.
Yeah, I hate Fargo.
North Dakota. It's got one of the biggest high school wrestling tournaments. It's called Fargo.
Okay.
It's huge. It's a huge tournament going on right now, and it's kind of fun. Well, I don't know a lot about it. I just know that it's basically like a national tournament for high school age kids or middle school to high school, and a lot of really good wrestlers there. A lot of big name like Fargo. Winning Fargo puts you really high on the recruitment trail for that. So it's kind of fun watching highlights of some of the matches. It's all freestyle, which is different than like what you wrestle in high school normally. But so that's going on. Let's see. Do we have anything else we marked down? We actually took notes this week. We should look at them.
And honestly, I think we've covered about everything except for our bread and butter here. But by the way, yes, I hate Fargo. I hate North Dakota State. Those people are not nice people. Still, yeah. That's all I got on that.
I will say Wrexham they had a preseason game over Hanleytown, and their first preseason game of the year, because their regular season I think starts July 26th.
Okay.
Feels like it's coming pretty quickly.
Yeah, I don't know much about how the soccer seasons go from point A to point B and stuff, but
but they won 5-1, so
that's not a bad way to start. I mean, even for a preseason game, that's pretty good.
Especially when they went up a league. I don't know. It's a friendly, so I don't know where Hanleytown is, like who they play for, like if they're in the same league or if they're. You never know with friendlies. Yeah.
Okay, I gotcha.
Did you talk about we have to get. We haven't got there yet, I guess. Open champion. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Cody, I guess. Do you want to talk about football?
Oh, I thought you'd never ask.
So, a couple, what was it, about 3-4 weeks ago, that unfortunately, was it the Vikings rookie corner Kyrie Jackson, I believe was the guy's name, passed away in a car accident due to a drunk driver.
Yep. No, not his fault. It was the other driver, unfortunately. I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying it. Yeah, I don't know. There's no fortunate way in that.
Yep. So, let's just say hypothetically, if you were a teammate of Mr. Jackson here, you would think you'd want to be more careful than, like, for example, drinking and driving or anything like that. Well, Vikings second-year wide receiver Jordan Addison thought, you know what, I'm bigger than better than everybody else, so I don't have to adhere to any of these. And he got pulled over for a DUI just outside of LAX. Yeah.
Not a good look.
Well, and then, you know what's actually a worse look? I think the next day on his Instagram story, he posted a picture of, like, some alcoholic drink on a picnic table.
Oh, I didn't see that part.
No, that's either not totally understanding what you did was wrong or just completely ignoring the fact that what you did was wrong.
Yeah, that's just a stupid move in all
Yeah, I mean,
facets.
I'm curious if the Vikings actually if they suspend him or not.
There should be some kind of retribution there.
Either the commission come in and do something. I mean,
Yeah,
they suspend guys for other just random stuff.
for sure. I mean that's not a good look on the NFL. It's not a good look on a team. It's not a good look on a teammate.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Um,
unfortunate.
Also,
He's kind of an
unfortunately,
idiot.
yes, he is. Also, unfortunately, Jacoby Jones, former wide receiver returning of the Ravens, passed away at age 40 over the
Yeah,
weekend. Just
didn't see what happened there, but I know he had quite a run in the playoffs slash
well,
Super Bowl.
I mean that 20 what was it 2012 Super Bowl run that the Ravens had. He catches a mile high miracle from Joe Flacco,
Yep.
potential elite quarterback Joe Flacco, um, to beat Denver, and then
Not
he
elite.
should he should have been the Super Bowl MVP, I think, over Flacco, because he had a touchdown catch and returned the kickoff 108 yards for a touchdown.
And he was an elite player, whereas Joe Flacco was not.
Exactly. So
I can't wait to hear about that.
yeah, I think we just made somebody's day. But yeah, so RIP to Jacoby
Yeah,
Jones. Yeah, I always
that's too
liked him. I
bad.
always liked him as a player.
40-year-old guy.
I don't know. So I guess Cody, any other football news that's happened? I mean, training camp started, I think, in about a week or so.
Yeah, I think rookies reported for some teams today.
I saw Caleb Williams finally got his contract done.
Oh, did he? Yeah. 4 year, 39 million,
Yeah,
fully guaranteed. I mean,
something like that.
it's
It's rookie contracts, so
yeah.
there's not really a lot you can do with that.
No.
But
Frick cat. I think
you're
this
right there.
cat thinks that Joe Flacco's elite too. Oh
I shouldn't be laughing. I
God.
guess I will laugh. Um, let's see. And oh, I did see something funny, and I think the reporters meant to do this when they knew that the interview session was almost over. But the reporters at wherever Jordan Love was at today were told that, hey, if you ask him any questions about his contract status with the Packers or negotiations, so that the interview would be over. And yeah, I think they got done with everything. And then somebody tried asking him the question, and then they said, nope, no, that's it.
Nice.
So
Nice.
again, I'm not too worried. I still think they get something done before next week.
Yeah, I don't know if the Dolphins get it done before next week or not, but I'm still confident they're going to get it done eventually.
Wait, did you say the Dolphins?
Yeah.
Hey, cool. So, do you want to talk about the AFC East? I mean, we've talked about it all.
Well,
The
that's
other
a good.
divisions.
We've talked about every other
Yeah.
division in the AFC. Yeah, that's true. Well, I think we could dive in there.
Okay. This is a very weird division.
Very.
I think there's only one almost certainty, and that's that the Patriots are going to be bad.
Yeah, Patriots are the word. Maybe the last first pick in the draft. Maybe
Yeah.
first or second.
Which the only good news is that they probably don't have to spend unless if Drake May just absolutely tanks. They're not going to have to spend a pick on a quarterback again,
That's true.
which is good. Which is why I think they should just let Drake May sit. If you know they're going to be bad, just let him sit.
Get him some more talent around him.
Exactly. And then I don't know, maybe trade the farm for the number one pick, or
Yeah.
hopefully somebody wants to trade the farm to you, like trade it away.
Yep.
And then I don't know. The other three teams are massive wild cards. I think. I mean, Miami looks like maybe the only semi certainty on paper.
Yeah. Miami, I think, is the best roster.
Yes.
They have a good coach. They have without a doubt the top wide receiving core in the division.
Yes.
Their running back room is pretty good. I mean, Mostert was the second best running back in the league last year, statistically. And then then they have a lot of speed behind him with They just got drafted some right out of Tennessee,
Oh yeah,
and then
I like that kid coming out.
Achan,
Mm.
more speed there too. So like they have elite running backs or potentially elite. Uh, Tight end they just added Johnny Smith, so that's a very good addition. Tua, say what you want about him, he's been top 5 in every category you throw at him. Um, so on paper, they have the best team. They're the best in the division, without a doubt. But they have not. I'm still giving. I'm going to pick the Dolphins, without a doubt. It's bias, whatever you want to call it. But it's still until Miami proves that they can beat them. It is still the Buffalo Bills division. They don't have a great roster. They don't have anything for wideout, but they have Josh Allen, and Miami has not proven that they can beat them.
Um, can I give you a little bold prediction here?
Yeah.
I think Sean McDermott gets fired after this year out of Buffalo.
Wow.
I don't know if that's bold, but
That is bold.
I think they finished third in the division.
Okay. I 100% pick the Dolphins at number 1 and the Patriots at 4. The Jets have a good roster. But Aaron Rodgers, I don't know how committed to the game he is. And he doesn't scare me like he used to. He's a 41-year-old man coming off of torn ACL.
Torn Achilles.
Achilles. Okay. I've already seen some things of him like limping around this year. Like he's already kind of struggled with it a little bit. He's not showing up to camps, and
he just wants to go to Egypt and check out some pyramids and maybe do
right.
ayahuasca or something. I don't know. If they were to land Devontae Adams before the year starts, how does that change?
I still don't pick them over the Dolphins. But and that's partially biased, but like partially still. If they land to Adams, I think they have to lose some other stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they can afford to have. So their roster weakens in other spots, but it's a very good wide receiving core. But I still don't have a lot of faith in Rodgers. One, just his ability to stay healthy anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because even, look at his last couple years in Green Bay, especially more so his last year. Injury bug kind of hit him hard.
Yep.
And, they did some more patchwork to their offensive line, but I don't know how well that's going to work.
Right.
I will say, though, they do have sneakily probably the best or one of the best running back tandems in the league in Breece Hall and Braylon Allen, the rookie from Wisconsin.
That is a very good point. Breece Hall was also injury bug.
That's true. Actually, last year I don't think he was actually bad. It's just they wanted to feed Delvin Cook for some apparent reason. I still don't understand why. But the thing is, sometimes Rodgers doesn't like to stay committed to the run game. He likes to try to throw and throw and throw some more. And I don't know what Allen Lazard they're going to get this year. Like, are they going to get the one that they hoped that they got from Green Bay, or are they going to get the one that was inactive for like the last 4 games of the year?
Good point.
And then for Buffalo, I think I don't want to say it's a make or break year for Josh Allen, but this might be the true test of, okay, how good is he?
He doesn't have a number 1 receiver anymore.
Mm-mm.
And without his stats without Diggs were not good. Diggs helped him a lot. So I'm not saying like he does things with a football that are ungodly. Like he does something, but like we haven't seen him tested without a number 1 for a long time.
Well, and what worries me is that he's going to try to do too much. Either one or two things is going to happen. he's going to turn into like 2021 Josh Allen, where it's just turnovers and junk up the wazoo. I mean 2019, whatever year that was.
Yeah.
Or he's going to try to do too much and he's going to get hurt.
He does play a
Leaning more
reckless style of
toward the
football.
Yeah, I'm more leaning toward that part. Just don't wish that on anybody. I like Josh Allen, sweet dude, but
Yeah, great guy. I hate that he's in Buffalo because I want to like the guy.
yeah, it's kind of like me with Justin Jefferson, especially after watching the receiver series. I like the dude. I really wanted the dude. I'm happy we got Jordan Love though, because that's actually why I wanted JJ in that draft. But just the fact that he's on the rival team, can't like him.
Yeah, exactly. I will say, like, part of like it's gonna be very interesting with Allen going up against the Dolphins. When they have Ramsey, hopefully back at strength, they traded for Kendall Fuller this year, and then they've had Cater Kohu and Nick Needham. Cam Smith is coming off of his rookie year where he struggled, but I've read a lot about him kind of bouncing back. Or new Miami has a pretty good secondary. And then they have Jordan Poyer coming from Buffalo there.
Ooh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so Miami has a very good secondary as of right now.
Okay, so give me your predictions.
I am gonna go after talking smack. I'm gonna go Dolphins winning the division, making the playoffs. I'm also gonna go Buffalo is gonna make the playoffs.
Ooh, okay.
And the Jets are gonna just miss, and then New England's bottom
okay.
feeder. I think the Patriots are 1 or 2 pick overall.
Okay. I think Miami gets the 1 seed in the AFC.
Oh, I love you.
That's what I'm here for. Not saying they're going to win the AFC.
No,
I think they get the 1 seed in the AFC though. And that's your only playoff team from the AFC East. I think the Jets finish second. They miss maybe like 9-8. I think Buffalo goes 6-11, and that's where Sean McDermott gets fired. And then New England wins like 3 games.
I like it a lot. I'd be very happy with that.
That is, that's my and partly I think the other divisions minus. I mean, even Kansas City's going to get in some dogfights.
Yeah,
I think they're all good. I think they're all going to beat each other up.
That is a problem. We're like right now, the rosters on the AFC East, outside of Miami, don't look fantastic. Like completely fantastic. Like the Dolphins have a good roster pretty much throughout. You got minus their offensive line is kind of patchy, but they kind of run a thing where you don't need a long time. Like they chuck it quickly. Our secondary is really good. Defensive line they've got a lot invested, and hopefully some pieces coming back healthy. But like outside of the AFC East is not a tough division right now. I don't think. Like, which last year it was. I thought going into the season, at least, I thought it looked like a strong division. But I mean, there's a reason New England won that won it with ease every year for a decade plus
or two. I mean, so who's counting?
Yeah. What is this, dude? I dig through drawers during this podcast, and just because I'm fidgety, and I just found I don't know what this is. No, it looks like a tiny spoon right there.
I don't know what it is.
But then I don't know what it is.
Pen? No, I was gonna say, is it a bent pen?
It's not a pen.
Okay.
No, it looks like I don't know what it is. But anyway,
watch it be something important.
Probably. I'm gonna use it to itch my neck.
That'd be pretty funny. So yeah, those are our AFC well, East in total, AFC predictions.
Yep.
Oh, we gave some wild ones. Mostly me, but we gave some wild ones.
Yeah, you're still pretty high on Lawrence, which I guess so are the Jags, because they gave him a lot of money.
Yeah. I also picked Cleveland to win the AFC North. That's how you know we're bonkers here.
Yep.
I mean, we both also went out of limb and said Kansas City was going to win the AFC West. So
I know. Shocking.
I know. That's a really, really strong limb we're going out on.
And that New England's going to be really bad.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, if one of us actually hits these, like, almost perfect, that's actually going to be pretty sweet.
That will be pretty sweet for me. Actually, on the AFC East, I kind of want you to be perfect on that. Dolphins getting number 1 seed overall, I'd be happy with that.
I mean, I think last year I did nail like maybe 11 of the 14 playoff teams, something like that. I was pretty well spot on. Yeah, it should be interesting. And then starting next week,
one of those teams that you picked was the Jaguars, which looked really, really promising for a while.
It did. I did have the Bengals missing the playoffs though.
Interesting.
So, last year.
Probably not for the same reason that they did. Was it?
I'm trying to remember if I did it. No, I don't think I anticipated Burrow getting hurt.
Yeah.
But I don't know. He feels like he's ready for to try to set the world on fire this year. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. So yeah, like I said, next week we'll dive in. We'll start in the NFC East for any Cowboys or Eagles, or if there's even any Giants or Commanders fans out there.
Hey, Catman, I got you. You're a Commanders fan.
My condolences.
Yeah, that's rough.
So
that's so bad that he was contemplating becoming a Bears fan at one time.
Brandon, hey, you can go to the Bears. I want more people to make fun of, so I'm fine with that. Because go Pack, go all the way.
Yeah, no Pack now.
We'll find out on Christmas or on Thanksgiving, Cody. We already beat you one holiday. We're ready to own you on 2. Yeah.
Gosh.
So anyway,
Packer fans are the worst.
Yeah, we probably are. So any other football talk you want to hit up at all? Anything else you can think of? Like other than that, I think we about hit everything else. Like I said, talked about the new college football game.
Oh yeah, what team did you pick? We said we were going to pick our teams on this.
No. Well, we'll wait till next week since
okay.
you have not got the game yet. Next week will be our official Dynasty teams.
Yeah, because you have one going by yourself. You can
the Kent State Golden
mention
Eagles.
That.
We are rolling with Kent State, which is a big upset win.
I've lost you like 4 times tonight.
Yeah, that's not good. That's probably my connection. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, hey, my Kent State Golden Eagles, big upset win in Knoxville at Tennessee.
Nice.
They can keep playing Rocky Top until they go to bed.
Now we're in Tennessee orange for him.
Yeah,
Megan Maroney.
I'm more one to have them wear black to their own funeral, but now we're getting ready to go into good old pedophile State University. So
ooh, gross. I didn't think about the fact that there are 2 now that in the SEC there are 2 UTs that wear the color orange.
Ooh, just different shades of orange, but yeah,
different shades,
and both very obnoxious fan bases.
I disagree.
For the glory years, but of yesteryear.
Disagree.
Total facts, Cody. But
what is the glory years of Tennessee? 98? 97?
Maybe 97 as well. That's about it. What's Texas?
Texas has 05.
Yeah. So
yep.
About a 7-year period. So Cody, I guess, and speaking of this wonderful new college football game that we have out, would you like to dive into our weekly top 5?
Let's do it.
So this week's top 5 is going to be our favorite video games of all time, because there is a very awesome video game that just got released
that we've been waiting a long time for.
And as always, our weekly top top 5 is brought to you by the boys at Lick Take Lawn Care, which, by the way, they just trimmed our bushes or like little shrubs yesterday. So
Nice.
thank you to the boys for doing that. But for anybody that has any questions about their lawn or any other yard work that they want done, call the boys at Lick Takes, who specialize in complete lawn maintenance and health, snow and ice control for when the weather gets like cold, and small engine repairs. Call the boys at 1-641-330-1927. That's 1-641-330-1927. And tell them that us at the Unrelated Sports Podcast sent you there.
Maybe they'll give us a free lawnmower.
Ooh, that'd be cool. I'll be fine with that.
I need one. Mine died on me today.
I thought I was
2 weeks in a row.
Ooh, that ain't good. I thought I was going to die mowing lawn yesterday in the heat. That was not.
Yeah,
that was not. We were sucking air about halfway through the yard there.
Yeah,
it was not good.
You don't want to like go in and have a drink because then you're just gonna get unmotivated to.
Yep.
Go back out.
And that's exactly what happened. Because sometimes I had to stop, like not necessarily turn off the mower. I had to stop and just wipe off sweat like out of my eyes.
Yeah.
It was so bad. And it was just still like, oh, I don't want to keep moving. But yeah, so yeah, give the boys a Lick Takes a call.
Well, we'll start off. I'm gonna give you a couple of ones that the next in line, just didn't quite make it. Best of the rest. I got 2 games for you that don't quite make my top 5, but I want to bring up, obviously, one of my favorite games to play with like buddies was Call of Duty. That franchise that I remember playing Call of Duty 2 when I was in college. A group of us would play that, and that was so much fun. Especially when you get really good at one map or something, like just own one map and everybody knows when you get to it that you're just going to destroy them.
Nice. I was never that good, so I never had that, but yeah, nice.
There was just one map that I got. One of my buddies was really good at it, so I just watched him play it, and then I learned more about it from him and then more than him, and then I ended up dominating that map after that.
Nice.
That and, obviously, NCAA college football. Now just college football.
We'll say RIP to those who served us in years past of college games, but we back.
Do you have any not top 5?
I do. So I'm gonna
honorable mention
Call of Duty theme. But Black Ops 2.
Okay.
That was the one Call of Duty game I was good at, or at least in my mind I was reasonable at.
I will go with Call of Duty 2. I mean, as my favorite of them all.
Okay. And I love the zombies on Black Ops 2. So that was fun. Also, this is more just a computer game, but any of the backyard sports games, I know you never played them, but the whole backyard franchise. Pablo Sanchez is the GOAT. If you know, you know.
I don't know. See, I swear to God, you've said that before.
I know, I probably have. I just keep wanting to rub that on you, and maybe I'll knock some sense into you.
Never gonna happen.
And then also, just one last one. The original Super Mario World, like for the old Nintendo, or even I had it for the old Game Boy. But
nice.
Oh, that game was fun.
Game Boys were fun.
Yes, they were. Oh, such fun times. So, okay, who you got at number 5?
Number 5 is a game I played for a little while. For probably it was literally the reason I bought a PS4. The Last of Us.
Okay.
It's a zombie game. It's a lot of fun. Number 2 was not nearly as much fun for me, but the original Last of Us was a fantastic game. They even made a TV show on it.
Oh, okay.
HBO.
I think I've heard the TV show at least. Okay. Cool. My number 5. Oh, it's a very fun game. It's a very competitive game that could potentially end some friendships. You never know. Super Smash Bros. Melee.
Nice.
Such a fun game. And I think we talked about this did we talk about this?
Yep, I just played it. Smash Brothers last week.
Yeah, Super Smash. Yeah, such a fun game that could potentially end some friendships. You never know.
Well, if they can't take losing to you, they're not that good of friends.
That's true. That is true.
Remember that when we golf, Andy.
See, I already know I'm going to lose to you there, so I have that. I have that already engraved in my mind.
All right. Number 4. I'm going to go with Guitar Hero / Rock Band.
Now, which one were you more of?
So, Guitar Hero 1 and 2, and then Rock Band 1 and 2. Because those were all made by the same people. Guitar Hero 3 and then like World Tour and like the Beatles one, that was a different company kind of bought them out.
Okay.
And so those, yeah, I was definitely more of the first 2 Rock Bands and the first 2 Guitar Heroes.
Okay. Those were fun. I love
that was a great game. I was always a guitarist.
I was never good enough to go past like I think the medium difficulty. I couldn't do hard and I couldn't do expert. I was not that talented.
I beat all of them on hard and expert except for there was one, I can't remember which one it was. It was really weird though. I could beat one of the songs. There was one song I could beat on expert, but I couldn't beat it on hard.
Interesting.
It was the straight like I think a mental block came to it and I just couldn't do it.
I know when Ashton and I went to Dave and Buster's in Green Bay, they had a Guitar Hero there, and we jammed out to Jukebox Hero.
Nice, it's a good song.
Okay, so my number 4, and this one can stretch across whatever console platform you want. It's Mario Kart. I'm sticking with the Mario theme here, but who does not love a good old-fashioned
I see that.
Mario Kart? Yeah, whether it be on
I haven't played one in a long time.
Yeah, I got beat by Ashton again, like last weekend. Or no, I don't think we actually played last weekend, but a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
But either playing whether on the Super Nintendo, me and my cousins actually and brothers used to play it on the Nintendo DS back in the day when you could like sync up the DSs and play with one another. And I was unstoppable. Just saying.
Nice.
It's a racing game, so I mean, what can you expect?
Yeah.
But yeah, Mario Kart, such a fun game.
They are fun. It's been a long time since I played one, but they are a lot of fun. I'm gonna go with for number 3. I was always a big fan of Lara Croft and Tomb Raider.
Oh, okay.
I don't have a specific one. I know I've played all of them and I like them all. I don't know which one would be my favorite one, but I loved the Tomb Raider games.
Okay. Yeah, I was never big into any of those games, so I can't say that I played them all, but I think I have heard of them at least.
Yeah. And Angelina Jolie played her in a movie.
Ooh, okay.
It's great. I believe, same guy. Who was the guy that played Coach Kilmer in Varsity Blues?
I couldn't tell you. I haven't seen it.
Of course you couldn't. He was in National Treasure. He was Nicolas Cage's dad.
Oh, I have seen National Treasure. So, hold on. I'll look quick.
He played Lara Croft's dad in those, too. When Angelina Jolie was at least in it.
Jon Voight?
Yes, Jon Voight.
That's her actual dad.
Is it?
Yeah. I'm 99.9% positive. Yeah. That's her actual dad.
Did not know that.
I don't think they have a good relationship, though. And in all honesty, or lately, I think it's severed.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You'll learn things on this podcast.
Yes,
so will I.
And surprisingly, you learned that from me.
Yeah, that's strange.
Yeah. I don't really know how I know that, to be honest, but yeah.
Interesting.
So, Cody, I don't know if you've sensed the theme. I mean, outside the whole Mario theme, but it has been kind of like some older school games of what I've been choosing. Number 3 on my favorite video games list: NFL Blitz. Midway presents NFL Blitz.
Dude, that was a great game.
I know it is. Football with no rules. Like it's always fun, especially if you're playing against your brothers or your buddies. Just they have a guy wide open, and then it's like, nope, I'm just gonna tackle the guy who you were gonna throw to.
Yep.
and then intercept the ball along the way.
And then throw his body around like a rag doll.
Yep, after the play is over, just as many times as humanly possible.
Just pile dry, all that stuff. That was fun.
Yeah.
I remember them having an arcade version of that at the Walmart in Decorah.
Ooh. I can't remember where in the heck. Yeah, I played like an arcade version of it too somewhere. I just can't remember where in the heck that was at. But
Because that was back when there was a regular Walmart, not a super
yep,
Walmart.
yep. Oh, I remember the days of the regular Walmart. Fun times.
Interesting.
Okay, who's numero dos?
Numero dos, which is Spanish for number 2. I believe I put the Grand Theft Auto games. I'm going to say 5 is probably my favorite of those. 4 is also very good. San Andreas is also, I liked them all. I think everything since 3 I've loved. Played all of them. Maybe not some of the like side stories or the Vice City stories and Liberty City stories, but there were like all the main release games of those. I played a lot of them.
When are they supposed to be coming out with GTA 6?
About the same time that George R. Martin releases his final book of the Game of Thrones.
When's that supposed to be? I honestly don't know.
Yep. It's supposed to have happened already.
Okay, it's one of those. Okay, I got you. I
Yeah.
honestly didn't know, so that's why I was asking. I thought there was a date on it.
No.
Oh boy. Well, hey, if we could get a new college football game, we can probably get a GTA 6.
Yeah, I hope so.
Okay, so my number 2, and this one's actually kind of an odd one. In all honesty, it's NASCAR Rumble. It's like Mario Kart, but NASCAR wise, for the old PlayStation. Just regular PlayStation. Oh, that game was so much fun. So much fun. Because they had shortcuts, you could take through everything. They had keys you could get to unlock different vehicles. Like, you can unlock a chicken truck. Yeah, you can unlock a chicken truck, a tow truck. You could do, like, not necessarily challenges, but you could do, like, little cups to try to unlock, like, legends. Like your Davey Allisons, your Cale Yarboroughs, David Pearsons, Richard Petty's of the world. Such a fun game.
We lost you, Andy.
Oh. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay. But yeah, no. Oh, I love NASCAR Rumble so much. Okay, so who's number 1 on your list?
My number 1 is Red Dead Redemption.
Okay.
Red Dead Redemption 2, if we're going specific. I can still throw that on and play it, and I've played hundreds of hours on it, and there's still things to do that are side quests and just little things you'll find inside that game. It is so perfect.
And correct me if I'm wrong. Again, I've never played the game, but is that a game that doesn't really have a true storyline? Like you can.
It has. Go... It has a true storyline.
Okay.
But it's an open world. It's a lot. It's made by the same people that made Grand Theft Auto, so it's same lines of that, where like there are side missions and missions along the way, or just missions you find randomly. Then there's unique characters in it that are crazy, and there's you look up stories of just people finding random things, hundreds of hours of gameplay on it, that they're finding new things. It's just intense.
Okay.
It's wild west.
Okay. Cody, I think I ask you this every week, but do you have a guess on what my number 1 game is?
Is it a Mario game?
No, it is not.
NASCAR 98.
Greatest soundtrack of all time. It's also the greatest game of all time. My favorite game of all time. That is number 1. Congrats.
Dude, I loved that game. I remember playing my dad on Bristol. Bristol on that game was the most fun ever. My dad and I would play that game before I went to school. We'd wake up and play a couple races of it before I went to school in the morning, and it was always like a photo finish until I learned the paintball.
See,
Yeah.
I still to this day do not know the paintball cheat at all.
Pause the game.
Okay.
Press the top 4 buttons at the same time.
Okay.
You'll hear a rev, and you have it on. I don't think I was one of the right trigger. Might have shot him.
Okay.
Maybe it was the triangle button.
Okay. Oh my gosh, such a fun game.
Dude, I haven't played that game since '99, probably, but
I haven't played it for a few years. I still have it because I still have like an older PS2, so that'll play PS1 games. But yeah, my dad and I used to play that all the time, especially at Bristol. Like we more did it before I went to bed.
Okay.
Like when I was little, but there's not many.
I probably played that one for a few years.
There's not many NASCAR games that they have made since then that are better than that.
No.
And that game is almost 30 years old. Yeah, so NASCAR 98, it's the OG. It's awesome.
I'm glad I guessed that too.
I know. I'm proud of you. If not, I was going to give you the hint of greatest soundtrack of all time, and I'm pretty sure you would have gotten it after that.
Yeah, I would have got there.
Yeah. Again, you start off with Molly Hatchin and Flirting with Disaster, and then it just goes on from there.
There's some Primus on it. There was. Yeah. I do know that I thinking about it, I had to get 2 copies of that game because I think we wore one out.
Nice.
And the second copy we got it had the little placard, like a little metal emblem of the NASCAR's 50th anniversary.
Ooh, nice.
On it. That was
well, and one thing that's cool, at least a place that I think is cool. There's a place in Cedar Falls, that's called Video Games Etc. It's literally right to the left of Target. I was able to find another copy of that game.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And I think I was able to actually find another one of NFL Blitz because our NFL Blitz got worn out so much.
Yeah.
Because, back in the day, you had the old discs, so you had to, blow on them and try to, you had to wipe them off for any smears or anything, or if not, the game couldn't be read.
Yeah, you had to I remember trying to get, CD fixers, try to get things to, fix. Yep. They never worked worth a crap, but...
Nope.
You had to give it the old college try.
Exactly. And there was always once in a blue moon where it did.
Yeah.
Because it was either that or, back in the Nintendo days where you just blew into the cartridge and always worked. It always worked. You still there again? Or am I
Yep.
Again? Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on tonight. But, yeah, did you hear me talk about blowing into the cartridge?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, those always worked. Video games, it's such a fun time.
Can't wait to get that game on Thursday. I don't know if it'll be... I wonder if it's going to be out at Wednesday night or...
No, I think it's actually Thursday night, Friday morning. However you want to look at it. I think it's like that.
Okay. I'll have to... I don't work on Friday, so...
So you can start the grind, is basically what you're saying.
Yep. Find out which team I'm going to go with for my own first. Because I'll do a different team than the one I do with you for my own personal one. And probably the one I do with Ross, the guy I'm in the Madden League, where I dominate.
One thing that I do like that is cool, when you're rearranging conferences, you can make it so there's no independent teams at all. You could.
That's awesome.
NCAA 14. Yeah. So Notre Dame.
How many
in a conference now? You're in the ACC.
Aren't there 2 other teams that aren't in a conference in reality?
Yeah.
UMass
and UConn.
UConn.
And they both went back to the American Conference. So.
Okay. Did you keep the
teams here?
What is the Pac-2 looking like?
They're still there. They're just there by themselves. I'm gonna let them be. They're in their own little world.
Okay. Dude, there was a while that it sounded like the Pac-2 was going to be one of the main conferences left at one point, and then it's not.
And then it sounded like the Big 12 was going to be the one that died, and instead, it's going to be the one, probably the 3rd best conference in America after the Big 10 and the SEC, because it might absorb some members of the ACC.
ACC, yeah.
for like, I don't know, 4 years until they all decide, hey, this is stupid, so let's disband and go back to normal.
But what's normal?
The Pac-10, the Big Ten without Rutgers, maybe. I don't know. It'll be something along that line.
Yeah. But before our internets continue to upset us tonight,
yes,
we should probably.
Yeah, we'll probably call our podcast. So,
Yeah.
Thanks everybody for listening. Like, subscribe, follow,
tell
your friends, tell your enemies. Rate, review. Leave us any comments. Leave us any video game lovers out there. Leave us in the comments your favorite video games.
And also leave us your thoughts on college football, 25.
Or
what you like about it, what you don't like about it.
Yeah, or anything else that we talked about that you think we might be wrong on, but we're never wrong.
No. Andy is, I'm not. Lies. I thought I was wrong once, but I was mistaken.
Lies. All right, Cody, send us away.
Remember, everybody, fullbacks are people too.
Thanks, everybody, for listening, and we will catch you next time.
Peace.